Hi again, everybody. Our subject matter is Crazy Horse, one of the great chiefs of the Native Americans, and the story is by Larry McMurtry, who's not noted a lot for the history writing that he's done, but for some great mystery stories that he's written and some wonderful novels. I think this is one of his better works, though. Crazy Horse is very tough to write a biography about because there's very little real history. There are very few people who have been talked to and recorded who were alive when Crazy Horse was living. He was, of course, one of the great chiefs of the time, at a time when the U.S. forces and people were expanding west and the Indians were in a tremendous fight during that time period. And for Crazy Horse, he was one of their leaders, but reluctantly so. The thing I like about this book, Crazy Horse by Larry McMurtry, is the fact that it is written more like a novel than a history book. He's a tremendous writer in that he garners information and puts it in the form where you can't wait to turn the page and find out what happens next, even though we're discussing the biography of a man. As he said when he talked about Crazy Horse, he said in writing this, there's a lot of assumptions, conjecture, and surmise. There has to be. Crazy Horse was not, I think, what a lot of people believe he was as far as being a chief was concerned. He was a loner. He stayed away from his own tribe most of the time. He went to the Badlands in the Dakotas, in the foothills, lived by himself oftentimes, came back when he felt like it, led raids when he felt it was necessary, both for his sake and for that of the tribes. This is just a great read. It's a wonderful book. It sets the stage not only for Crazy Horse, but what the times were like then. And yes, it does include Custer and Crazy Horse and that big battle of Little Bighorn. But it's much more than that. I urge you to take a look at this book. I think you'll really like it, even if you are not a history buff. This is a story well worth reading and gives you a great sense of the setting regarding those times when the Indians were being pushed off their lands and when the U.S. troops were involved in battles against them and against Crazy Horse. Take a look at it. It's a really good read. Adieu, adieu.